Hold it right there, Maze on Maze. Mr. Cosplay Dude 637 and Tai Tiger. See, I got a bone to pick with you. You went and made a team of new Teen Titans for that boy Nightwing, which you know I got a beef with him. And yet, you got nothing for the X-Men? So I challenge you, my good sus. Make a team of X-Men. But they cannot have anybody from First Class or X-Men 97 in there. So what do you say? Can you do it?
Okay, maybe Gambit's got a point. We did a good couple weeks ago, myself and Cosplay Series 7, make our very own Teen Titan teams. Using characters that weren't a part of the original Teen Titans, so it's only fair that we give the X-Men the same love and attention too, as the 300 Bros are both fans of Marvel and DC, so it's only fair that we also pay attention to Marvel sometimes. So let us do exactly what Gambit challenged us to do. We're gonna make our own X-Men teams, not using the First Class original X-Men comic book team, and not using any characters that mainly feature 97. It seems like it's a tough deal, but I'm sure we can get it done. Let's go.
Okay, so for my X-Men team, I have put together a team that I actually pretty much already use. Just I couldn't use certain ones because we're not allowed to use First Class or anybody from 97. Which makes me sad because we all know who my boy and my girl is, but I can't use them. So, my leader for this team is going to be Catherine Pride, aka Shadowcat. I think she'd make a great leader. She's definitely good with the tech part of the of being on a team, because she can manipulate tech by facing through it and stuff. But and she has ran the school before, so I think she'd be a really good leader. And I can't have Kit without having my favorite love interest for her, which would be Kurt Wagner, better known as the Nightcrawler. Yeah, I knew you'd like that because Kurt's good for all kinds of things, not just not just stealth mission and all that. But he's good for all kinds of just different things. And then I decided to round it out with a funny guy, our dear friend, Mr. Drake, Mr. Bobby Drake, the Iceman. I feel like his humor would be good for the team because you gotta be able to lighten it up. Hey, one of my snails fell off my computer. It fell off again. So after Bobby, I was like, who can I give Bobby that's an equal but an opposite at the same time? So I used somebody that's not very well known in the Marvel universe. In the cinematic Marvel universe, I should say. She has made appearances in games, and she was in X-Men Evolution, which would be Amara, better known as Magma. I mean, I just figure Iceman, Magma, Fire, Ice. We're having a Shoto moment here.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then my last team member to round it off as a tank, as a powerhouse, is my girl, Himiko, better known as Armor.
Of course, you had to throw an Armor in there.
I love Armor. She is a badass.
I need throwing armor because like when we talk about Marvel rivals and stuff, when it comes like talk about like vanguards, both of us always mention armor, and I think we're not the only ones. I think armor's like when it comes to X-Men characters, she's like a fan favorite all around. She hasn't appeared in like any live action, and that's a shame. I really hope she gets some spotlight, even if it's just for like a couple minutes. Kitty Pryde as a leader makes perfect sense. Or Shadowcat, should we say? It makes perfect sense. Like you said, she's ran the school before, so she has that kind of like leadership skills, in her belt. So like just kind of makes sense. With Nightcrawler, that's my boy, man. Nightcrawler's like he's my like one of my favorite X-Men characters aside from like Wolverine. Like Nightcrawler's my go-to dude, man. So yeah, I'm glad he's on the team. With Bobby, I didn't think you'd use Iceman, but then thinking about it, I mean, you put Iceman in everything you can, so.
Uh-huh.
I know you too well. Okay, so yeah, very rounded team. I like it.
I forgot about Magma, but that's okay. Rude. You didn't say anything about Magma being on the team, but that was rude. It's fine. Her feelings are not hurt.
She's hot stuff. There you go. It's the dad joke. It's the dad joke. It's the dad joke of the day.
Well, you're not wrong.
Take that as you will.
All right, so let's hear this grand team that you came up for.
It's not grand at all. I tried to pick 5 mutants that were like so unknown and like no one knows, and that's literally the basis I went off of my team because I didn't want to copy you.
So the D team,
and I was like,
the D squad.
So, like, no, it's the U squad at this point. They're not known by anybody.
What was that team in Legion of Superheroes called? They were like in the old cartoon Legion of Superheroes, there was a team that they made up their own team of really bad superheroes. I don't remember what they were called. Because like the one that could turn himself to stone was part of it.
Okay, so the first my first character, I went with a mutant who goes by the name of Blink. She can teleport through portals that she creates. Why are you giving me that look for?
Just come on. Spit it out.
So she has the ability to throw energy projectiles that turn into portals. She can phase through them and throw other people and things through them. I thought that was very cool. My second character is a character called Surge, who has the ability to absorb electricity and also transform into it via sudden bursts of speed and electrical bolts. She can manipulate it. You know how much I like my electrical powers? I mean, sparks,
Okay.
What can I say?
So, can I throw in here real quick that he's named 2 mutants so far that he says are obscure, but I know both of them. They've been in things.
You know them. You know them. Doesn't mean everyone else does.
They've been in things. They've been in games, and they've been in the show. They've been around.
Doesn't mean people know them. And then my third character is Richter, who can generate vibrational waves. He can use this to make earthquakes, which I thought would be a very good crowd control usage, hence why I picked this character.
Speaking of which, just because I was wanting to make sure I was right on who it is, Blink is actually in X-Men Age of Apocalypse. Our Days of Future Past.
So Richter I went with because I thought it'd be good crowd control, good way to take down a whole horde of enemies, also a good way to keeping certain civilians away if they ever tried to like get in the way or were in the way, sudden shockwave, earthquake type maneuver. My fourth character is a character called Dust, who can turn into a living sandstorm. Again, I was thinking of crowd control. Also cover, because she could turn into like a big, amount of sandstorm. People can be stealthy and that it could be a distraction, divert attention. And then my fifth character, I only picked him because I absolutely love this character, and no one talks about him, and it upsets me. He's called Gentle. and he's actually from Wakanda, but he's a mutant from Wakanda, and he can increase his muscle mass, his height, and his weight, but he also has vibranium tattoos, which act as a protective shell.
Nice.
Why? What? Why?
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 Why haven't you subscribed? Subscribe right now and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a weekly upload on the Three Ranger Bros Studios channel every single Tuesday. New video. Subscribe. Come on. We're waiting for you. And I really love Gentle. I love the idea of a mutant that comes from Wakanda. That's never really been done before or really used that well. And knowing full well that we have Wakanda established in the MCU and they're bringing the mutants in, it'd be really cool if one way we could bring the mutants in is using Gentle. I love the name as well. This big, heavy, muscly dude who can increase his mass, height, and weight literally just gives himself the complete opposite of that as a name. Gentle.
I like it. A very good rounded team again. Definitely need the powerhouse because we got to have every team needs a powerhouse. Just looking it up. So, just looking it up from the characters you've chosen, Gentle is the only one that I have not seen that has not appeared in one iteration of the cartoons.
Yeah, he's relatively new, to be fair.
Blink has. She's been in the cartoons. I believe it was the Wolverine and the X-Men cartoon that she was in. I know Dust has been in, I believe, X-Men Evolution and in Wolverine and the X-Men. I know Blink's been in all of them. Because I believe she's a Morlock. If I'm not mistaken. Does she live with the Morlocks?
I don't know. My little book of X-Men doesn't tell me anything about that. She is part of the Exiles for some time, though.
I don't know. She showed up in The Gifted, the TV show The Gifted.
Oh.
Which I never watched.
Me neither.
I didn't hear good things about it. But she's purple-skinned, so that's what made me think she was a Morlock, but maybe she's not. But yeah, a solid team. I like your team. I like your choices. Gambit should be happy.
Should be noted for it. That bastard's hard to please.
This is very true.
Shoo-wee! They sure did their job, didn't they? Well, that's the teams that they decided to come up with. And in Gambit's opinion, they're not so bad. But if you want to see more of Gambit's teams, then you go check out Tai Tiger's Tiger Tales. That's it. And War Against Gotham. No, not War Against Gotham. My bad. That's that Nightwing boys, and we don't want to talk about him. You go check out Mutants for Hire. That's the one that Gambit's in. You check out Mutants for Hire, or you check out Marvel Universe 19 of Cosplay Dude 637s, where he has the X-Men in the wild cards. Woo-wee! Those boys like to write. And let me tell you something, as a voice actor for them, they keep me busy. Till next time, Gambit says, see ya.
That is right, folks. Mutants for Hire, and also he mentioned War Against Gotham coexist in the same universe. That's why I'm bringing it up here. And Gambit has featured in Mutants for Hire and War Against Gotham, funny enough, and that you can find on Tiger Tales and Tiger Tales The Lost Stories, but it also has its very own podcast because it is split between two different YouTube channels. It's a universe which I dubbed the Union-verse because I have very cleverly combined the Marvel and DC universes into one filled, action-packed, story-driven audio drama series of multiple different storylines, multiple different characters, OCs, and characters you'll recognize. So you can check out the Tiger Tales Marvel and DC Union-verse podcast as well if you just want to find those particular storylines. And of course, mentioned by Gambit here, make sure you check out Marvel Universe 19, another Marvel audio drama channel found on YouTube. Lots of different storylines, mostly X-Men, but there's also some stories written by myself. Cosplay Dude handles all the X-Men storylines, and I've given you guys things like the Avengers, which is a lot of fun. Whilst we're on the topic of audio drama, guys, we do have a brand new channel called the Three Ranger Bros Audio Library, which is our collectively created audio dramas. Throughout August, we have been re-uploading Power Rangers Global Season 1, which is an OC team of Power Rangers dealing with the likes of Loki, who in Universe 2118 now rules the world and captured all of the pantheons, all different types of gods and supernatural creatures, using them as his monsters of the week, which is a lot of fun. So make sure you check out that. In September, we'll be introducing a new Marvel storyline, a new DC storyline, a new Digimon storyline, and a new Pokemon storyline. We also have a new storyline, which is a space exploration called the Three Bros Amongst the Stars, which covers, well, it's space exploration, it's in the name, but it takes inspiration and little elements from things like the Orville, Farscape, Marvel, DC, Doctor Who, Star Trek, Star Wars, with also creating our own different, unique aliens and monsters, some themed and based off other things, some not. It's a lot of fun, so make sure you check out the Three Ranger Bros audio library for our collectively created audio dramas created by the Three Ranger Bros themselves, and of course the council members also voice act for us as well, so that's a lot of fun. With that being said, thank you guys for tuning into this video. Do let us know what you guys think of our X-Men teams. Do let us know what you guys would put in your X-Men team, and try following the same rules as us. It'd be really intriguing to see what you guys can do. With that being said, hit the like button, subscribe button, and notification bell. We're off passion, everybody. We love you all, and we shall see you guys in the next one.